Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. Today a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Oregon Ducks taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Syracuse's offense is on the field for the first time today. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to run for it. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
He unleashes a long one. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Cuse. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Oregon's offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up and...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
Let's see what he can do with it. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Wants to throw on second down. He's right on target. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Scrambling away. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown Orange! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. On second down, he's looking downfield. Makes the grab. It's Rhodes.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure. I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
Gets it out fast. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. He'll do it himself. On the move at the 30. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the catch. It's Rhodes.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Barges ahead. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Going for the big play. It's complete. A huge pickup. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Power football with the run. After the filthy move, he's got room. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's moving out of the pocket. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Makes a connection. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this.
Pulls it in on the right. He's off to the races. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Cuse. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kansas State.
Trying to beat the D deep. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Snags it over the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Now improvising. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Knocked off his feet. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. And the defense drags him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. Climbing up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. The hand to the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those.
Unloads it downfield. He makes a grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. They'll see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Got him downfield. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Rhodes. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Ducks will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking to move it through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
These DBs better stay ready because even though they're trailing by a lot in this game, the opponent's not trying to run the ball and bleed the clock. They are still taking shots, so you're going to have to continue to try to make plays back there deep.
Using his feet. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run play action. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. They'll run it from the gun. Tripped up for the tackle.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where third down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
Absolutely perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on second down from the 5. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. First down sack pushes it back. Now it's second down. Extending the play. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He makes the connection. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. On the run, still looking. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. And the Ducks will have it first and 10. He wants to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He caught it. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Offense getting set for first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Right back up top on second and 10. Looking to buy time. He's going to take off. That's 20. He's got space. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Johns. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. Touchdown, Cuse! And the pummeling has started. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. Going for the big play. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Open runway ahead. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's going to let it go. Makes the catch. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. He wants to throw it. Now rolling to the left. Touchdown, Orange. And the route is on. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. They're lining up to boot it away. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question. He's loose on the right. The 40. The 20. Past the 10. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
An excellent field position here for the offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. And the punishment has been extended. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. He's got an open man. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. He'll set up to throw. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner goes down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. He
lets one fly deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot of...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball, run.